an engineering hero, because that's not at all over the top or proud and or boastful. So let me just make sure I have... I'm just taking a look at this to see... let me just save this. I have the base itself saved as a separate... I think I saved it in the spaceplane hangar as a separate vehicle, and then I just throw the whole subassembly on the bottom. Maybe. No. It must be in here. Oh, there we go, the hab. Load. Okay, and one cool thing I have on here too to help it re-enter is these are actually little engines. They don't put out much thrust, but they've got a little bit of fuel, and these are fuel tanks for it with a Sepratron right there, or a separator, that as it lands it'll ditch those off, but that just is going to help. I'm going to have parachutes to get it in, but that's going to help with the stability. So let me go ahead and start building. Actually, let me close those. The official functioning, working, holy cow, I don't know how I did it, base. So like I said, I'm going to make this the mining side. So that cross section is the living and science side. This one is going to be the mining and refueling. So I'm not quite sure how I want to do this yet. I'm going to play around here and see what I can figure out. I know that there's a mining system. I'm just trying to see. So they've got the outboard drill. And then what's this? That's the process. Okay, so does that fit in, or is that a separate unit? I think that's a full-on... Yeah, that's a full-on separate unit. So I will stick that there. I think I need another one of these. So it was 3 long, or wide, however you want to reference it. Actually, that's probably... No, I need to see how... I don't know if that's going to be heavier than this when it's full up. Let me see how much this weighs. 3 tons versus... so half a ton plus 1. I think that this with fuel is going to be a little bit heavier, so I should probably keep it like that. Now, let's see. What am I going to need? So I'm going to need ore. Probably ore tanks all on this side. And then on the other side, that'll be where I keep the fuel tanks. Like I said, the idea being that it's going to be a base that rockets can come land on the planet and then go explore the moons and then come back to refuel. So this should give me plenty of ore storage. And with... Oh, where'd that go? Let me see what's going on over here. It's upside down. That would make sense. Right. Much better. I'm going to have to see if this, the change in weight compared to how I had it before, affects the way it flies too much. If it does, I'm going to have to just scrap this whole extra side, which won't be too big of a problem. Oops, I don't want ore. But I do need to do one more test flight once I have all this on to make sure it still flies properly. And I do need to, don't let me forget the parachutes and landing, or the legs, because that would make getting it safely to the ground smidge of a problem. Okay, so I need fuel. Let's see, liquid fuel. I thought there was a larger one, like a double wide. Right, there's that liquid fuel and oxidizer. Perfect. Let's get it the right direction. I probably will need some more battery power if I'm going to be running the drills. Did I... Wait. What? Why isn't it... Duplicate! There we go. Okay, stick it in there. This is going... I don't think I'm going to need monoprop. Or, I mean, yeah, monopropellant. I might as well put some. Why not, right? Since docking usually is a touch easier with it. Why isn't that not going in? Come on. Hello. You can fit. I guess it doesn't want to fit. Okay, what's going on? Is it too big? Is it not the right size or something? Yes, this is always fun. Let's... Okay, let me just delete it and try again. Okay, I guess we're not taking RCS or monoprop because does not like to fit. Whatever. Maybe it's just a little bit wide. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see, science container. I do not need that. I will put some batteries here. Like I said, I think battery power will be pretty valuable. There we go. See, that fits, of course. Where'd it go? Okay, now what do I need for this last part? I don't think I'm going to be working with any fancy fuels, and I don't know if you can even mine those to begin with. So let me think here. How much battery power does that give me? I have 2, 4, 6. And each one of those does 3,000. So that's like 20,000 battery power. That should be enough. Yeah, why don't I just stick more fuel on, I guess. That's all we... or should I put some sciencey bits? So what's actually in... Oops. What's actually in the science container? Let's see. Let me put it in and see what it says. If it says, you know, activate experiment, or if you can just stick things in it, sort of like a service bay. Yeah, hopefully the new weight, there we go, doesn't alter it too much. So when we deploy it, what happens? I guess you just hold science in it? I don't know. Should probably read it, right? Let's see. Collectible data, re-runnable, resettable, requires electric charge. Yeah, why not? We'll throw some science in. And then, let's see. I think I will put more fuel because that's the whole point of this part, is to refuel anyway, so we'll just keep a little bit of science. I do have that lab over there. There we go. Hello. Not my friend today. Whoop. Thought I had it. Okay. The rotation game. And this doesn't want to fit either. We'll make it fit. Okay, I think we've got a cursed storage unit. That's gonna fit. That's not gonna fit. Why would that not want to fit? Okay, I guess we're doing individual ones because parts don't like me today. Okay, nothing likes me today. If I reach some sort of... Why does it not even show a connection node on there? Is it on the bottom? Do I just have it the wrong way? Oh, I do. I'm an idiot. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to duplicate that. Maybe... Oh... If I can... There we go. There we go. Yay, problem solved. I can do basic pointing and clicking. I'm not that guy today. Okay, what do we need for that? Do we need extra fuel? Let me actually see how much this holds. That's not a lot. I think I am going to go ahead and put one of these here if it'll cooperate. There we go. Perfect. I am going to need more solar power for this bad boy. Let's check out the weight, see how we're doing. I know it's not... Hey, actually, that's not too bad, is it? It's a little... Let's see. It's a little bit off center, but If I launch it, let's see, which way am I going to want to point this thing when I shoot it upwards? It's actually closer than I thought. Maybe I can dink around with the parachutes and the landing gear, but now I need to get some more power on there because those two little guys will... Oh, and the mining. That's exactly it. Good job, Self. Good job remembering. I should probably put some of these on, too. These are... Oh, wait. I can't do that if I put the mining... the drill. Crud. Yeah, let me... Wait, does the drill go inside or does it go on the end? I can't tell the way that looks. Is that the way it goes? Or do I have it backwards? I think I have it backwards. Wrong button. Okay, so that's how that needs to go. The center of mass has shifted a bit, but that's actually a good thing. I'm just going to load up with extra parachutes. Functionally, I can't put another one of those rocket ends on both ends of this, so it's time to add electrics. I will be saving this, obviously. Electrics. I don't know how much power this is going to need. I'm sure there's a way to see. I don't know if there's a mod or just something that I'm not understanding, but I'm sure there's a way to see with everything at full tilt how much electrical power it requires, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm going to guess. I'm going to go play the overkill card because this thing is not sensible in the least anyway, so why not? And maybe with extra parachutes and solar power, I can't get that little center of mass to be a little bit more even. I know that these things don't weigh anything, but, you know, it's worth it to see if I can't give it a go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any problems with things clipping. Okay, how much do those provide? 24 a second. How much does the drill require? I want to probably make sure I have enough being supplied, right? Where's the drill? That requires, 1.8 a second, plus all those batteries. I think we're going to be good. Maybe I'll just add some of the... Oh, those might burn up. No, I was going to say I'm going to add just some of the little non-retractable ones around the outside. But those might burn up entering Cerillion's atmosphere, which would be quite fantastic to look at, but not quite as useful as one might hope. Let's see. What's their heat tolerance, actually? I wonder if they... 1200, and these are... Oh, they're actually about the same, so I think... No, I think that'll be fine, but, you know, I like the retractable ones, so I'm just going to go ahead and add more of those just because. I'm just going to do it because I like the way they look, they provide plenty, and having big dingly bits... Oh, communication! I'm going to hurry and throw that on before I completely forget, because I would forget. Here is the thing. I don't know what size of antenna or radar dish I need for this. That looks really, really big, but it's... Okay. I'm sure that will be good enough, right? I guess. Let's compare it to this. So that 1470, 158... That's the same. Let's see. Antenna rating 100G, 100G. Packet size 4 MITs, 2 MITs, and 20 a second. That does. That looks good. What's the difference in these two? Oh, just the bandwidth. Yeah, I think those are pretty much identical. So, automatic storing. Yeah, these are all fairly similar. I don't know what the difference is, so we're going to go with that one just because it works. Now let's add parachutes. We're going to need lots of them. Oh, legs. Yeah, let's do the parachutes first. Because technically I can probably sneak by without having to use legs, but parachutes are a necessity. Where are they? Utility. Here we go. I will take the large ones. Where were they? Where? Oh, there we are. Let's see. Effective diameter. I think these are pretty much the same as these. Let's see. Deploy speed. Yeah, these are pretty much identical, and I think these are going to fit a little bit better. When I do symmetry on this, it doesn't like to work unless I just do radial. So I'm going to do a bunch of these. Oops. All up and down the length of this thing. And for some reason, oh wait, I think I was pressing a button before and it did something different. Yes, I pressed a button and a different thing happened, but I don't remember what button that was. Oh wait, no, was it right click? No. Okay, that. Let me see if that has any effect. And I want radial. Let me zoom out here before I do that, just to see if it'll make it easier. No. Not doing anything. Never mind. Let's see. Now which button was it that I pressed? We'll get it. The mash every button until you find it method is quite nice, usually. Not finding. Oh, there we go. Round parent. There we go. That's what I needed. Are those not... Oh, it shows those aren't even attached. Weird. Glad I caught that. Yeah, they don't like to attach anywhere. Are those attached? Okay. Let me deploy it to make sure I'm not screwing anything up as I attach it, in case that's like a solar panel or something. I think we're good. So yeah, I guess I'm going to have to throw it on right here and make sure they attach. Those attached. Okay, good. Hello. Okay. Good. Bad. Where's the floater? Oh, I don't know where that came from. Okay, those parachutes are actually attached, so that is a good thing. Now let's keep adding them. I think those are attached. Good. I don't want to cover up the door. Let's see. Those are pretty much in the middle. Yeah, I think the greenhouse is a little bit longer. That's where I have a little bit extra room. That's okay. I think as long as they are close, we shouldn't have any issues, I would hope. Those are on. Okay, we'll take that. Now let's load up this bad boy without covering everything up, hopefully. Yeah, I don't want to cover up the doors or the windows. That's why I can't stick any down there. Can I? Hey, it says they attached and it doesn't look like it's going to obscure the view, so why not? Now, let's see if I can put some on the batteries. It looks like... I don't know where that one ran off to. It seems to have gone hiding somewhere. Let's stick them on the end here. Those are actually on. Okay, good. And we'll stick those right there, which are on. Okay, so I'm going to need it lengthwise. I'm going to need to connect it from the longest side. So this is where I'm going to need to stick the connector. And I think that should fit right on the Rockomax decoupler. If not, it's a quick fix. So I'm going to assume I'm attaching it from that side. How many parachutes do we have? It looks like we've got quite a few. But I do need some out on that end, so let me see if I can just stick a couple right. Are those on? Those are officially on. I don't know if I can get any on the converter here. If not, let me just get rid of symmetry here and stick one on. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't make it too wobbly. Oh, I need radiators, don't I? This thing will probably get rather toasty. I think those are under thermal, aren't they? Let's see, which radiator? I need something that'll fit. Actually, yeah, something heavy to draw the center of mass a little bit over would be... oh, 1 ton, that's okay. A little big, little big. Radiator panel doesn't want to go on. Okay, how am I supposed to connect those? Can those just be anywhere on the ship? Or do they need to be right on the part? I haven't actually played with these enough to know that. Let's see. Well, that's not how I want it centered. Yeah, I don't know if I need them right on the part, because it's clearly not connecting to the part. I wonder if I could stick it underneath. Since this might be on legs, that might be a little risky. Let me see if I can stick it underneath. Where's the connection? Yeah, I don't think I can get it on the converter there. So I'm going to assume that it's going to work if I stick it nearby, and if it catches on fire and explodes, well, that will be Kerbal Fireworks Show. That's pretty close. I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't work, and it shouldn't be interfering with the... Let's extend it and see. Yeah, it shouldn't be interfering with the solar array. And if you can't stick it on there, I would imagine that it's not supposed to have one, so I'm going to say that's going to work. Keep my fingers crossed and never look back. Okay, now we just need the legs, and then I think it's ready. Okay, it should be ready to go. And yes, this is going to be a single launch on a massive, horrible-looking lifter. That's the plan. Proof of concept, it did work as a not fully fleshed out design. I don't know with all these added bits it's going to work, but I'm going to say that I'm not messing around with something that worked too much. So fingers crossed, it should be able to get to Cerillion just fine. I hope. Fingers crossed. Okay, I know that there are leg bits. There's some structural bits that are specifically made for this. I had a hard time getting those on. Let's see, where are they? Yeah, the Planetary base mod has everything, including the landing gear. Yeah, here they are. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm getting... They look like they're both equally strong. What's the difference? Low profile. Yeah, I don't know. So these little spots, I know that the parts have little spots right there, but obviously that's facing the wrong way. What is the difference between that and this? Oh, that's for moving it around. I don't need to move it. Once it's on Cerillion, I don't have any plans to get it off, so I don't need anything movable. Why is that at such a weird angle? Let me try extending it and see what happens. Oh, that was extended. Okay, well, that's... Are they supposed to go underneath? Let me just rotate it. That's... Yeah, I think if I just rotate it. And, of course, it's stuck up like a little ear. That's not how... Let's see, that's not... There we go. That's not the symmetry I was hoping for. Okay, let's get it rotated. And hopefully it's still attached as opposed to floating. No, that looks attached. That's actually... That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to use the move tool because I found that when you click on it, sometimes it sort of locks it into place. And I want to make sure that this is in the exact same spot on the other side. So I'm going to hope that that'll help prevent any problems. Let's see. I was using the big one, wasn't I? And let's see. Right there, at least it's the right symmetry, so let's rotate it again. I don't know why it doesn't attach to where it's supposed to, but whatever. Is that looks like it's sticking out farther, doesn't it? Yeah, the other one. But it looks more or less even, so if I just bring it in, Should be okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to attach any on this side because there is not an attachment point. Maybe if I... Hey, like, it looks like it's actually just sort of sticking to the base, isn't it? As long as they're the same height... Nope, it went back to... Not... Okay, nope, this is going to be an issue. Do we need landing legs on both sides? That's the question. Yes, because it's going to start flopping, and it's going to bow and wobble just a little bit. Okay. Do we need landing legs at all? That's the question. I don't know how even. Obviously, I haven't picked out a place to land on Cerillion yet, so I don't know how even it's going to be. Wait, I wonder if right there I can attach some on that very end. Nope. Should have figured as much. Okay, that's the question. Do I need landing legs at all? Should I spend time trying to fix this, or do I just say, screw it, we're good. We don't need landing legs. See, I can't get a good symmetry. I mean, I could technically do 4. That would work, I guess. They wouldn't be right out at the edge, but they still would work. I mean, I guess that would probably be the easiest way, wouldn't it? And put it in a little bit. I think they're at the same height. I want them sticking out. If I close that, can I see it? That's the question. I want to make sure I can see it because I like the way they look inside. Yeah, I can still see it. Cool. I'm going to keep it like that. But I am going to retract them. And I'll just do the same on both sides, and that should be landing leggy enough, I guess. Let's make sure they're in the right spot. Yeah, that looks like they are... No, they're not. Bad, very bad. God, why am I having such a hard time getting these even? We're going to call that good enough. I sure hope this thing flies. Like I said, I have plenty of Delta V for the whole lifting unit. It's not the Delta V that I'm nervous about. It's the bendy wet noodle wobbles of doom and destruction that will cause this thing's undoing, since it will be launched. Like I said, I'm going to attach this end to the rocket, and it's going to be pointed up like a big cross, and it tends to want to wobble quite a lot. I just need them over here, don't I? Let's see if I can't just copy them and make that much easier. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, maybe? No, really, definitely not. Okay, I'm just going to start fresh. And as soon as I'm done with this, I think that's everything I need for this, other than to test it. So I've got my antenna. I've got all the battery power I'm going to need. I've got the fuel containers for the processing plant. I've got landing legs, parachutes. Is there anything else that I'm going to need before I send this thing up into orbit? I think I had those in. Because I always tend to forget something stupid. I'm not going to go the RCS route. I'm just going to hope that the engine that's attached to it and these little thrusters right here are going to give it enough control as it's entering the atmosphere. You know, the parachutes are going to do a lot for it. Okay. So I'm not going to go the RCS route with this. I'm just going to try and see if I can't just get it to fall in. I might be able to use the air brakes to keep it upright, but I don't know if I'm going to run into the same problem I did with the parachutes. I don't think there's a place that I can stick them. But those would actually really help for re-entering the stability. Or entering, I guess, not re-entering. I think that needs to go up one, doesn't it? No. Well, even enough. I mean, it's not going to break, right? Okay, let's close those up. Oops. And I'm going to take a pan out and see... Oh, let's fix those. Okay. The HAB processing base, big floppy cross of doom is looking something. I don't want to put an end cap on that. I know that there's no airlock or anything there. You can see that the center of mass is just a little bit to the right there. I want to keep it in line as much as I can, so I'm not going to add anything there. That would just bump it out a little bit more. Oh, let me just check to see if I can do air brakes on the side. If I can't, not a big deal. I think those are in aerodynamics. That would be nice for... I wonder if I could put fins. How cool would fins be on a base falling through the atmosphere? Yeah, I'm going to go with 10 out of 10 on the cool scale for that. Okay, I can never find the stupid air brakes, especially with all the extra bits I have added. What's this? Nope, don't need a cover. And I am not going to be putting this... I will not put this in a shell because there is no... Oh, there they are. There is no shell that could possibly hold this thing. Yeah, see, those are facing the wrong way. I would need them up and down. Yeah, we're going to scratch the air brakes. Staging. I'm just going to put all the parachutes in one. I don't want the decouplers to go at all. That'll be something I do on my own. The engines need to fire first, so I'm going to stick those right there, and then we'll drag them down, and then, oops, I said we'll drag them down. We're going to save. Okay, let's see how many little Kerbal mates. Oh, I need to actually go hire some of the expendables. I need to go hit the career fair. Yes, all of you join. You will not be doing anything dangerous. Okay, let's ditch everyone here so that I can start fresh. Okay, Jeb is the man. He has to go. Who has the best name? Dilbert. Dilbart. That's a name that you can't go without. So Dilbart is going to go in the lab, being an engineer and all. And we're going to send Willong. Willong is going to join him in the lab. We probably want a few more people in... Oh, we need someone in the greenhouse. So we're going to send Megtrude, oh, that's an amazing name, to go hang out in the greenhouse. The second hab, we're going to have... we need some pilots on hand for when we have shuttles coming and going. So we're going to send Graxy in one and Urfi in another. Should I fill this thing up? I don't want to fill it completely up because people will be coming, but I do want somebody in there with Jeb. Jeb and Val. Val will go. Yes, Jeb and Val will be good. Okay, let's make sure there isn't anything else that needs to be done. Communications, radiators. The coupling system is going to be on the lifter. So I think we are going, yeah, I mean, those little engines, that even gives me 321 meters per second of delta V. That's not insubstantial for last little fine maneuvering. The parachutes and the hab itself, yeah, see, it has wheel authority, so that's going to be good for getting into, you know, the basic adjustments, and then the engines can just give me a little bit more, but the parachutes are going to keep it pretty stable. Let's launch this and just give it a test before we really try and get it into orbit, and that's going to mean, which is that the right side? So I want the long side. Which one was the long side? No, this is the side that I want here. Okay. Oh, I'm already scared. I mean, it looks good. It looks like a base. It looks relatively homey, right? I guess it, you know, home away from home, or I guess on new home. I really need to stick this thing up there though, because the lifter is massive. Okay, now we go into our sub-assemblies. And we pick, let's see, that. Yes, it does fit. There we go. Look at that. Okay. And all the staging should be correct. Yes.